What's going on, everyone? Let's do a little technical analysis on the QQQ. So we're just going to dive into it. I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame chart here today. Absolute explosion, realistically kicking off yesterday after the bell when NVIDIA reported. I think they mentioned the word AI over 100 times in their conference call. Stock went absolutely insane. If you guys want to see my trade recap on NVIDIA, stick around. I'm going to be making that video kind of highlighting, as to why I took that trade. I did swing into earnings. If you guys know me, I normally don't play earnings, but there's a reason why I was a little bit confident in holding that trade overnight. Again, probably the biggest trade I've had of my trading career. But what we're looking at here is the triple Qs. Okay, so we're up 2.5% on the day. Absolutely exploded, right? $8 on today's session, closed at $339. Now, one thing that I do kind of want to point out to everyone here is I've been incorporating new things into my trading strategy and trading plan. One thing that I've really been incorporating is bigger supply and demand zones, basing it off of the 1 hour time frame, and then kind of intraday trading off of the 5. So if we kind of go back in time and we just look, all the way down at my bottom demand zone, normally I'm going to keep these demand zones and these supply zones on my chart for 5, 6, 7, 8 days until they become non-relevant anymore, or until they become validated or invalidated or whatever, right? Invalidated. So what we're looking at here, original demand zone sitting at around 323, 324. We had another one sitting at around 327. We had a little bit of a supply zone here at the 328 and 329 area, kind of really broke out of that, going all the way up to about 339, where we were kind of topping out, going back into last week. Now, you're going to notice that this supply zone was still red, is still red. Again, I can technically change this to green. It can be acting as a new demand zone here, because you can see on Wednesday, we came pretty close, which was yesterday. We came pretty close once we lost this 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame to tagging this zone. I'm sure, because obviously I'm putting these blocks in there on my own. I could extend this up a little bit and, bring it to around 329.60, and then it's going to look like it tagged it. But again, the only reason I didn't change it is because it's been on my chart. This has been the area. There's no reason to kind of go back now and change it just so it looks like I had it perfect to the cent, right? But this is pretty damn close. If we look at where I had this previous supply zone that never got back tested, so 1, 2, 3, 4 days, it never got back tested, and finally yesterday came into this area. We are looking at a price of 329.57 to my box was 329.13. So I was about 35 cents off on this zone here. So technically for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to consider the bulls have successfully back tested this region. This is now going to become a little mini support system area here. We had another one here sitting at around 335. Why did I have it at 335? Well, if you kind of look at when we broke out last Thursday, we consolidated into Friday, and then we back tested this area once. We tried to bounce on Monday, back tested it again on Tuesday, and then it kind of broke through. So now this is going to be acting as, I changed it to green today. This was acting as an area of resistance, right? But if we kind of look today, or excuse me, going back to yesterday, we broke out of this yesterday. So what I'm looking for is a hold, a break, a retest, a break and hold, whatever you want to call it. And then obviously we had those earnings that kind of shot us up. So where do we stand now? 341 is definitely the topping point here on the triple Qs. I can kind of take this box off, or this line off of here now. And then I can also take this one off as well. Okay, I'm going to take this price level off here because it's just kind of messing with me. Whoops, 1 second here. So if we look at where we're sitting now, right? Could the NASDAQ 100 be coming into a little bit of a resting area, a little bit of a pause, right? It's been on a phenomenal run if you really think about it since January, right? The triple Qs, if we just kind of pull up the daily chart here and we look at what the triple Qs have done since the first of the year. So if I go here to the first week of January, look at the absolute explosion, the absolute uptick here. Besides this 1 month period here where we really kind of had a downtick in February going into March, nothing, right, but straight green. So, you know, bulls have definitely been in control. Could we be looking at a little bit of a topping out pattern, come back down to some of these lower key levels? I mean, we do have the daily rising 20-day moving average sitting at around 327. So we definitely have some room to kind of come back down, consolidate here. Definitely anyone looking to play short-term puts here, what you're going to want to do is use a 341 as your stop. So what I'm going to do here is this 341 that we put in today, this is going to be my short-term top. If we manage to break through it, the 341, I'll definitely take calls again or be looking to trade to the long side. Now, if we go sideways and we stay below 341, I will be looking for the successful backtest on a 1 hour time frame to around 338. 338 is our rising 20-day moving average. Now, if we hold, I would be expecting the 341 break. If we do close below on a 1 hour time frame below the 337, 338 level, I will be looking to play puts just for a short-term trade back into our demand zone at around 325, 326. That's the next play that I'll be looking for, is a short position here below 337 into the 335, 334. Again, if we hold and we don't start to close below the 20 SMA here, I'll look for this region to kind of hold. You can see 2 periods here where we had a topping out period, and I'm going to go ahead and put this line back on there. But if we can kind of stay between 339 and 341, I will be expecting the breakout. If we drop below this zone, like I mentioned, 337, I will be looking for the back play into 336 and 335. That's what I'm going to be looking for here. Again, these demand and supply zone blocks here that I have on my chart have been absolutely money when correlating with the 20 SMA as well as the 200. So I'm playing in between the supply and demand zones and then kind of going with the 20 or with the 200 in the directional bias of whatever it's trading. So for example, if the 200 is trending higher and the 20 is trending higher, I'm looking to buy calls going into our next supply zone. When we break that supply zone, if the both moving averages are still trending higher, I'm looking for a break, hold, or a break in retest, and then looking to play higher above pre-market highs or a previous day high. That's how I'm going to look to play it. If we lose one of these moving averages here, I'll be looking to play that back down into our demand. So for example, if we were to come down here, let's say for example, and lose 333, get below this 200-day moving average, our 20 SMA will be declining. I will look to play from 333 down to 329, 320. That's just how I'm playing it. I'm seeing the bigger picture. I'm looking at 5, 6, 7 days of past data, and that's exactly how I'm playing it. I'm not trying to get cute. I'm not trying to get fancy with it. I'm just respecting the charts. I'm playing the charts. I'm playing the price action, and I'm just painting in between the lines. I'm allowing price action to develop, and then I'm attacking. I'm allowing a price action to develop, and then I'm attacking. I'm not sitting here over analyzing every single thing. What did we do? We're overextended. Earnings this, earnings that. Where potentially can we be going? No, I don't want to jump in this trade because I'm a little hesitant. Guys, got to push your chips to the table. You got to put your risk on. You got to respect the stop loss. You got to have a stop loss, and then you got to just go with the momentum, whichever way the momentum is going. If you're a day trader or a scalper and you're looking for a 1-2 hour push to the downside, doesn't mean that you're looking for us to go all the way back down. Let's just take a dollar here, dollar there. That's how we keep the lights on, and that's how we continue to make money in this business. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. That link is down in the description box below if you guys want to trade with me. If you guys want access to my one-on-one mentorship group where I'm going to be personally training with you guys and trading with you guys, definitely go to evolutiontraders.com and you'll see all the information there. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.